Folks, it is finally here. It is Championship Saturday here in Cleveland, and we're ready for UB Women's Hoops to tip off in a little over 20 minutes. I'm your host, Rob Ryan, and I'm joined today by Zach McAdoo. Zach, how are we doing today?
We're doing fantastic. I can't wait for this game. Hopefully, Buffalo ends up bringing home another MAC title to the Queen City. Let's go.
Of course, and you haven't been joining us lately. It's just been me and Maniac. So just before we get into talks for today's game, what have been your thoughts of the tournament performance so far for these UB Women's Hoops team?
I mean, how can you not say it's been the Deja Fair show? I mean, she had 47 points in Wednesday's game and yesterday's game combined. Georgia Woolley's becoming her number 2, which you have to love that because she's a freshman, and you also have Summer Hemphill showing she's got she owns the glass.
Exactly, and just maybe it was a disappointing performance, but what are your thoughts on the men's team of this season, and where do you think it goes from here?
I don't know. We had high hopes coming out of going into the year we're preseason number 1, and to fall flat on your face and getting eliminated in the quarterfinals. Yes, they kind of kept it close, but at the same time, you have to win that game. You had the high expectations mean you have to perform, and they didn't perform. Something has to change, and we'll find out if it ends up changing or not.
Yeah, that's enough talking about that team. We don't want pain today because it's all about UB Women's Hoops. Another dominating performance yesterday against the Akron Zips. I mean, McAdoo, what else could you ask for a semifinals game where the starters were out with 5 minutes left in the game?
I mean, I was playing Fortnite with one of my friends while I was watching it, and I'm just sitting there like going, "Oh man, they're up by 40. This is pretty good." And she goes, "What the hell are you talking about?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm talking about the Bulls." And like she was like, "Oh, like she was like, that's pretty good." It's like, yeah, it's even better because it's Akron. Akron is absolutely terrible. I'm glad they it makes up a little bit for the Thursday men's game, but like I said, more the Asia Fair show and Georgia Woolley. I think she had 20 yesterday, which coming from a freshman, that's amazing.
I mean, that you're talking about the freshman player of the year, another Australian-born player. Coach Jack just keeps hitting on those. But we're moving on to today. We're looking to go dancing for another time to cement the FLJ legacy and to also cement the Summer Hemphill legacy. And yesterday, of course, she did it. She broke the all-time rebounding record yesterday, and now she's the all-time leading rebounder in Buffalo. And of course, you know what Coach Jack says: it may be cold outside, but it's always summer in Buffalo, inside Alumni Arena. And what are your thoughts on Summer's career up to today, and where do you think she can go from today and hopefully to go dancing next week?
I hope this isn't her last game in a Buffalo uniform. I mean, we've had the privilege of seeing her 5-6 years. I think she got the medical red shirt for 1 year. So I mean, it's gonna be a weird sight not seeing Summer Hemphill in that 0 uniform going forward. But I mean, amazing career. Like I said earlier, she owns the glass. If not for her getting in foul trouble against the South Carolina game, I mean, back a couple of years ago when they played South Carolina in the Sweet 16, Buffalo might have shocked some people there. But unfortunately, she didn't have the foul trouble, and it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with you. This is a 6-year senior straight around the corner in Buffalo. Coach Jack has fallen in love with Summer Hemphill, and I believe all of Buffalo has also. There is not another person who bleeds the blue and white more than Summer Hemphill. But now we're moving on to the most important show. You know what happened yesterday. It was a repeat of 2019, and we're just going to show it to you right now. I mean, there's nothing else to talk about. It was the Deja Fair show yesterday. 28 points, I believe 5 rebounds and 6 assists. She showed the MAC who the real MVP was. what were your thoughts on Deaja's performance yesterday?
I mean, how can you not love that if you're a Buffalo fan? Absolutely going out there and showing your dominance against a rival in Akron. So, and I mean, it's like you said, it's Deaja Farrell. I mean, Deaja Farrell. It's Sierra Dillard all over again because the disrespect that Sierra Dillard had in 2019, it's back 3 years later in a junior named Deaja Farrell, and hopefully this time we get the same result where she makes up for the disrespect and gets Buffalo the MAC title and the automatic bid.
I mean, there's nothing to say, and we're officially on track. We're on the Deaja Fair tracker for the all-time scoring record. She is 15 points away from tying Courtney Brown with 1,995 points. She's at 1980 right now. Do you think she becomes the all-time leading scorer in just 3 years in Cleveland today to go dancing? Will she become another? Will she just keep cementing her legacy as the greatest women's basketball player ever to play for the blue and white?
Yeah, I think she will get it today. But if you think about this, this is her 3rd year. She's already getting there for points in leader for points. In 3 years, that's crazy to me. I mean, if you include this has been completely COVID related. I shouldn't say COVID related, but it's like all the games that they played have been like under COVID seasons. Really, you go back to 2020, they canceled the MAC tournament before Buffalo. I don't believe Buffalo didn't get to play.
They played Wednesday and they lost.
Oh,
but
yeah,
we don't count
right.
that because there was no winner, so there's no tournament. We don't believe in that stuff.
Okay, so yeah, we'll throw that one out. 2021 and the last 2 seasons have been COVID under COVID protocol. So if you think about that, it's more amazing because you get sick and whatnot, you're out of that game, and they have to move games around. So props to her again because that's pretty good.
I mean, you said I can't explain it enough. Deaja Fair has been the staple of this team for years to come. Coach Jack trusted her as a freshman, threw her right in the starting lineup, and I knew right away that she was going to win Freshman Player of the Year. And I mean, she should have won Player of the Year this year, but for just another time, she showed who the real MVP was yesterday against Jordan. And we're moving on to the best time of the game, the betting part of Bullet Points pregame show. Deaja Fair over under 38 and it should be a half. We're going to ignore that. 38 and a half points, rebounds, assists. Where do you think she goes with this?
I don't know how you messed that one up because the 8 and the 5 there's a little bit of gap there. But
it wasn't me. It was our intern.
Yeah, we'll blame it on intern Aaron or something. Yeah. Anyways, I think she's gonna go over here. I mean, I think you're gonna get around 25 points, and then you just have to split assists and rebounds with 13 there. I think, 14. So I think, she's gonna get over there, so definitely take the over here.
Clear over. Yesterday it was 39 and a half, and I said easy over for the real MVP. And unfortunately, because she got pulled, I mean, it's a good thing she got pulled for 5 minutes left because that means it was domination, but she finished with 39. So I'm going to go over again. She is showing us who the real MVP is once again, just like Sierra Dillard in 2019. And hopefully she brings us to go dancing. Now, McAdoo, what are your keys to the game? How do we go dancing next week?
Score more points. No, but in all seriousness, you have to shut down Sydney Freeman and Allie Becks. Those have been the 2 high scorers for Ball State going into today's game. And if you shut them down, I think you'll be able to get going, get the ball to Deaja Fair, and you'll be putting on your dancing shoes for next week.
I mean, you said it well enough, but you remember, it always starts on the defensive end for this team. We know the record. When you allow the opponent under 59 points, you are not going to lose, and that's both of what they've done the last two games on Wednesday and yesterday. this defense, I think they're playing the best basketball they've played all year, and I think this is the best basketball they've played in years. Even when they won in 2019, this team is, I believe, even more dominant. I'm not going to knock on wood because Ball State is a valuable opponent, but with how if they play like they've played the last 2 games, I just don't see how they can walk away without going dancing after today and holding up that MAC championship. But once again, knocking on wood because this
I
March
mean,
and anything can
they
happen.
split the season series, so take that for what it is. Ball State is a tough team.
Exactly. But now moving on, I know you mentioned it a little earlier for your keys to the games, but who are the Ball State's players to watch?
Yeah, like I said earlier, it's going to be Sydney Freeman and Allie Bex. Allie Bex knows how to get the rebounds and give them to her teammates. And Sydney Freeman actually scored. I think she was a high scoring. I think she got up to 20 points yesterday for Ball State. So definitely to get two women, you have to watch it today and keep your eye on.
Yeah, I mean, you said it well. So I'm also going to look for August starter. In the past, she's killed us in the threes. If she's hitting her threes, they'll be able to stay in any game of the year. So you definitely have to watch her in the corner. She's a corner specialist. But I mean, now we're getting close. 10 minutes to game time. What's your prediction for today?
You put me on the spot here. I don't really want to make a prediction, but I'll probably go more in my heart than my head. Well, probably both. I think Buffalo gets it done. We'll say 68. We'll say 68-58.
68-58. So you're going under that 59 points again. I'm going to go with a little high scoring because we saw yesterday when their defense is clicking, their offense just leads to more offense. The defense leads to offense, and especially when you're playing defense like they have been. So I'm going to go with a 77-59 victory. We're going to stay under that 59, and we're going to go dancing. McAdoo, any last thoughts?
Just go Bulls.
Let's go Bulls. And you know what we say? Of course we say it in 3 words. Let's go Bulls.